Hello ducklings, my name is Sanniz and I'm from Sweden. Today is a trigger warning video because it's about my surgery, and it's not a normal video in that case. I just came home from my walk. I did a pretty good walk today again. I was out around 1.5 hours, and I can put down how far I went somewhere in the screen too, so you can know. And today was actually, it was great, even if I've been a bit warm, but it was foggy and it was this little cold air this time, so at least it kept me a little cooler because I go very warm when I walk, and it's very hilly where I live, so it's not just the easy type of walk all the time. And as you see, no makeup on because I haven't bothered, because I need to make myself a little better before, but today is actually the day before my surgery, so I'm gonna put this up so you know a little more how it goes. And it's time for my breakfast too, because I haven't had anything more than liquid, so I'm gonna have to drink a little whilst I'm talking, so excuse me. And it's this Modifast shakes. I have the chocolate taste now. And we can start to talk about that, because you know I've been on a strict diet for 2 weeks. It was some different type of replacement for meals. It's not just something you take quick. This have the all nutrition in it too, so that's why you're taking it. And I have shown earlier when I got this package for 2 weeks, I ordered directly from Modifast themselves to get down the price a lot, and I got the different type of things, and I can put my review now what I think about things. On the bottom is the curry noodle. That was terrible. It was only 4 bags of them. I only succeeded to finish 3, and I love curry meals. I love curry. I was so disappointed. It tasted terrible, and it was not worth it. And on next place I should put the potato lake soup. It was okayish, but it's very runny, so for me it's not feels like a soup directly. It could be a little more thicker consistency, or whatever you should call it, to make it a little more soup in my opinion, because this is like you're drinking some homemade juice or buy veggies or something. So it was not soup for me, but at least it was much better than curry noodle soup. And then we come to next on the step. It was the chocolate pudding, and the first time I did, like I said, on the bag, and it was way too runny. It was way too runny. It was definitely not pudding, but I discovered if I remember to put it down in time, I could have it for around ½ hour in the freezer and then take it up, and then it's more like a pudding, so then it tastes much better, because I forgot once to take it out in time and it went stone cold. And I can tell when you mix it with just water, it don't taste good. But I guess if you maybe put in milk or something like that, or the replacement for milk, so maybe you can have something that goes closer to an ice cream type of things. But I shouldn't recommend to get it to the freezing point when it comes to mixing it with water. But what I do when I do those other things, when it comes to the best thing, I think is the shakes. I actually put in 1 teaspoon with chia seeds in it too, so get my belly working a little better when I don't eat food directly. So I mix it with my shake. I'm gonna take a sip more. And in that way I also got in some other type of thing like magnesium, calcium, and that type of thing. I don't remember the third thing they said, but it's good things in it too. It's not just for getting everything sorted inside your body. So I could recommend them. Right now I had the chocolate shake. You got most of the chocolate, but I also had banana and strawberry. And I actually very surprised that I actually like them all, because normally I don't like banana shakes as well, and a little maybe sometimes I get to take a strawberry. I know that I like chocolate shake, but I think they could have done a little more bags of each instead, so they have more equal that, because I have tried to mix so I don't take too much, but when you got double of the chocolates, of course it's gonna be hard to take different taste if you've been bored by just chocolate, or if you're a chocolate hater you shouldn't buy this package anyway. But the shakes were great, and they worked very well like breakfast at my work too, so it was not that hard. It was just the other things that comes around. But I tried 1 week with just Modifast things, or more correctly, I tried the first week when I started at work, and that was not that many days, because it was just 2 days. So I lied a little. It was 2 days, sorry. I discovered after those 2 days that it didn't work with those things I had. I can't have just shake or the pudding, that, because I wanted to have something more like the soup when I come home, like the last meal for the day. So I was thinking I need to do something else, and we had a diet list that we have an alternative. You can do a salad, and then you have to use a scale for all the type of things. You put type of veggies, that is the standard. Then you had kvarg, you call it. I think you call it that in English too. And you mix it with some spices you like, and that was also on a scale. It's not much, but it's, so you got like something on your salad. And then you have the protein sources, and then you have a big list. First, for people that eat fish, meat and chicken and that type of things, how much you can take of whatever you do, eating what type, if that's from the raw part or if it's from the cooked part. Or you have one for people that are into vegan or vegetarian type of things, that they don't eat eggs and fish either. So then you have that in the end too, with some different type of things you could take instead. But that was also that it was only maximum between 200 and 220 calories for that salad. But the salad, actually, when I was working, it felt so much better for me to take in it at work, because I have a job that you days even walk very much, so I easily do the same type of steps like I did this morning on my morning walk. So you know, you need to eat. And the worst thing about the diet was actually that even if I tried to take the last meal when I came home as late as possible, but because everything is ruined, I don't want to have it too close to when I go into bed, so I need to go on toilet in the middle of the night because I have just been drinking. So yeah, so I try to eat at least between 5 and 6 p.m. and because then it starts to get into late, because when I have been on the earliest shift, I have to go very early in the morning to work, so then I can't directly be up way too long either if I'm gonna sleep with the hours I need, especially when I need to use my CPAP machine too, that measurement everything from how long I have been sleeping to the different type of sleep apnea things that goes, and if it's any leakage of the mask and that type of things with the air and everything like that. So it goes well. The hardest thing have actually been to drink enough, because over top of all of those liquid things you most have during the day, you also have to drink 2.5 liters with water. No, I don't remember what liters is in other measurements, so you can also Google that, because I'm not sure I remember to put it down in some things, but if I remember, I'm gonna put down so you know what a liter is. But we used metric and it's liter. We use 2.5 liter at least of liquid you're gonna drink, and there should be no sugar in it, and so try to keep it without calories, so water or something that is like that. And I have used that zero I have shown before, because there's no calories in it, no sugar in it, but it's still you give a little taste in the water, so it tastes much better than just drinking plain water for me. So when it comes to just drinking the water itself, it's been good to having 0, but to get the 2.5, so some days, especially when I'm working in if I work on the wrong part, so I can't have the bottle with me all the time, then it's even harder to catch up, because I have to keep in mind that when I had done the surgery, I can't drink that much at the same time to catch up, because I can only take small things and not too close to before and after my meals either. So that's gonna be something, but at least I don't have to drink that much after surgery, because then you come down to a more normal sense that is easy to keep up even if you're coming home after work and everything like that. So at least you're gonna get some times when you can get the fluid into your system. I'm gonna sip more. And else, yeah, I feel very good. A little low with the energy the latest week. I can feel that when I go out or when I work or when I do some bending down. I can feel like you're on the way to get a little like this dizzy feeling, but I think it's because you're a little low with energy, because you only have around 800-900 calories they want you to be. I have been just above 900 and just above, because I have put together the things, but I guess I might have needed it because of my work anyway, but I don't think that did so much. And before the surgery, they said I needed to go down 4 kilos. I don't remember kilo in pounds either, but this morning, before I started to now breakfast and everything, I was actually down 9.6 kilos, and that is just above 21 pounds. So I think I have done really well. So it's more than I needed to go down, so it's actually more than double I have gone, almost 2.5 times the number I should lose. So I think I have done a pretty good job. Don't you think so? I think I deserve to take more sips. The hardest thing today is gonna be that I know that the last meal today gonna be the last meal before I have my surgery. I'm not gonna have anything more before it's time to take something on the hospital, and that is later. I don't even know if you take something the same day when you do the surgery, like tomorrow, or if you start just drinking on the first day and then maybe take the first things in the morning. I don't know how it works really. I have to see. I never done it before, and sometimes it's a little hard to tell what people tell about when they've been, because they say different types, how long they've been in the hospital and how long they could be in, because some have gone home early because they realize they are alone because everyone else have gone. I do my thing through the ordinary healthcare system. I was finally approved for the surgery, and it was because I have my bad sleep apnea. I have the highest grade of it, so I need to have a machine when I'm sleeping, because I stopped breathing too many times, and it was so bad, so if I sit down like this and don't concentrate, I fall asleep at once, and that's dangerous and it's not good for you. I was more and more tired, and I felt very bad, and I gained weight, and my blood pressure hit the roof and everything. So I hope with this surgery that it could help with it. My specialist when it comes to my sleep apnea said that they can't guarantee that I'm gonna get rid of my sleep apnea or get rid of the machine. I hope that I can get that low, so I maybe don't have to use the machine anymore. That should be great, because I don't think I had that kind of problem before. At least I don't know. It had come slowly, this maybe the 2 last years or something after COVID. I don't know, maybe it was something that came from COVID, because I think I had COVID in the beginning before we knew what it was, when it was really new, and they didn't test it because they didn't have the rules in the beginning about that. you never know if that's a connection, because I don't remember I had this problem before, but on the other hand I was not that heavy either. I'm not gonna mention any weights more than how much I lose and that type of things either, because I don't want to trigger people too much, and I don't want to I don't feel so that secure to leave how much I'm weighing. I know that I've always been heavier than the most people anyway, even when I was trained. So when I was doing like bodybuilding type of things, I was heavier than the most people, but I was still not fat. I was with muscles. But that was back in my young days. It's not like this old that's sitting here now and little like a wobbly bit. But now I try to get fixed, because I know that I can't continue this way and nothing helped. First, I have told the big story. I'm gonna see if I remember to put on the link about the travel, but else it's gonna be in the list for my weight loss journey, my gastric sleeve journey, because I hope it's gonna be a gastric sleeve. So what am I gonna do more today, except for my breakfast and my 3 other meals I have? That's gonna be shakes all day today, sadly. Yeah, I have to change the beddings, because tonight I'm gonna use that special shampoo and special soap for surgery things, and that means that after I have done this, I'm gonna have help from travel to reach the spots I can't reach myself, so I get proper washed. So I need to have new beddings in, and next clothing I take on must be fresh too. But I think I probably shower very late, so maybe I don't have to take on something new, but at least I know that I still need to have something else on my body next time I take on. But if I shower and that, I might not do it too late, because I need to have my hair a little bit drier at least, so I forget that. I'm gonna have a clean set to put on. New beddings, and when I go up in the morning I need to do a new washing with this hair stuff and body stuff for surgery, and then new clothes again, and new towels of course every time too, because everything needs to be fresh, and that is because making it safe for my surgery. And after that I'm only allowed to take my thyroid medication, but not my blood pressure medication, but because that is a bad one for surgeries. So they said no for it, don't take it, because it can end very badly if you do. So I'm gonna avoid it. And then it's only clear liquid or like coffee without any sugar and that type of things till 6 a.m. but I don't think I have time to drink that much, because we need to start to travel, because I am doing the surgery in Falköping, and that's just over 1 hour drive in best condition if there's something else stopping us on the roads. So plus I don't want to feel like I need to go on toilet either too fast, because that's the type of thing. I'm not gonna take any coffee in the morning, so I avoid that, because I know what's happening after my first coffee cup after a certain time, so I need to go on toilet. So I'm gonna avoid that, because I'm gonna be in the car, so I don't want to stop on the road to, you know. So I have my first time at the hospital tomorrow, 8 a.m. and that's when I'm gonna be where they take you to room and start prepping you. I'm not sure when my surgery gonna be, but I know I am in the second round, because the first round they take the pre-medication already at home, and then I go there. I'm gonna be there by 6 a.m. but because I am the first group that lives far away, so I am in the earliest time of those, so I'm gonna get my pre-medication when I come there, and then always come another group some hours later. I think they have like was 10:30, I think the latest time was in the morning. So you know, we are 3 big groups that doing these things that comes with a certain time between. So it's gonna be a little exciting, and so at the same time I'm a bit nervous too. Of course I'm nervous because you never know with the surgery, something can go wrong or whatever, but I hope everything goes right. And if everything goes like they usually do for the most people, I only have to stay overnight and then hopefully be picked up by travel in the noon sometimes, after we're doing sort of some meals together with others and get information from doctors and dietists and that type of things, other things we need to know. And then I need to buy a lot of stuff to medications and that type of things, and even need those needle shots to avoid blood clots. And I think it's for 10 days, so you start taking that type of things already on the hospital, but I'm gonna have to do it on my own later. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a video about it, but it's not a part that I'm really looking forward to, even if I have piercings and tattoos. And that's the thing too, I'm gonna have to take out those two. I have asked about my Dave, but I didn't get any good answers. They only said that they don't use that type of machine on that type of place for their surgery that can give these burn wounds. That's why you have to take out of metal. It's the same with my rings. I have to take off my rings before, but I probably do that already tonight, so they're not on at all. It's gonna feel a bit strange, but there's nothing I can do about it. The piercings I'll probably wait till tomorrow, maybe even on the hospital, so I have a little bag that put them in so I can store them safely, because I know they can be a little tricky. Even I have had them for years, so I have realized when I dropped things that they are closing fast, or at least closing too much for me to be able to push them through without going to my piercer and get help. So I think I'm gonna do that, but clicker, well, my Dave piercing, that is a clicker. They said that because they don't use that type of machine, it might be okay to still have it there, because I know that my the guy that's gonna do this thing with putting me to sleep, I don't remember the word for it in English, we call it narkoseläkare. So he said that it's just those things, and that it's because they want to have free airways, because when they put me down to sleep and gonna do the surgery, I can't breathe on my own, and they have to put down a tube from my mouth down to, so I get air in an artificial way instead. So I'm not gonna breathe on my own, and that's all for now. I feel pretty good. I feel a bit nervous, and I hope everything goes well. And today is gonna be like a big preparation. I need to take off nail polish too, and that type of things. I can't use any makeup or anything that I usually use, even for work. So it's a little preparation today for me too. But I just wanted to keep you a little bit updated. And like I said, this was a trigger warning on this video too, because not everybody wants to hear about these things. But I thought maybe some people want to know how it goes and how it is. So this is 1 day pre-surgery. So tomorrow is my surgery day. And else, stay safe, darklings. And if you have listened so far, thanks. It means a lot for all the support. I get so much kind messages from different type of platforms, and it's warmed my old goth heart very much that people actually care that much, and they can put down a comment about it too. And I hope everything goes well, and that I don't have to be too long on the hospital. I have 2 pre-filmed videos coming out, one this Saturday with Erika, and then I had another one that I do these things with. I'm gonna recommend YouTube channels that has to do with goth like a subculture. So if you're interested in that and not want to hear just like this type of that, because I'm not gonna do that many of this one, I'm gonna do some of this now and then so people know how it goes. But there is better channels for that type of things. I don't want to be a channel for gastric sleeve or whatever. It can still be a bypass. I don't know, because it depends on what the surgeon finds when they open or goes into me and see how it looks like. Because she said, you will have a gastric sleeve if everything is okay, but you know that it can still end with a bypass if something don't look right. But I still hope for a sleeve because it's less side effects and you can live a little more normal, even if you still live like a patient that have a gastric bypass. So you still need to live after that type of things, but it's a little easier. You don't have all the that easy to get all the bigger side effects that you can have from that type of surgery. So I'm gonna start rambling around now with words because it's probably a bit bored now. So I'm just gonna say, stay safe, be weird, and be nice to each other. And thanks for watching. Bye. Love you all.